Hello Aquarius, welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of February. This is the month of Valentine's Day, love, and all that good stuff. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I will be using my pink tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot, and then I will close out your reading, Aquarius, with a Goddess Guidance Oracle card. It's been a while since I've used that deck, and it was calling to me for February. All right, Aquarius, so as you can see, the cards are already starting to show up. Ooh, all right, you've got some nice cards here. Starting off with that Eight of Wands, that means speed and timing is definitely on your side. If you're waiting for something, looks like you're going to hear some good news rather quickly, or things are just going to happen ahead of schedule. That's always a good, that's always a good card to see, especially, in anything relating to money. Fast money is always good money, in my opinion. Next up, we do have the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands talks about good news coming through as it relates to your work. Excuse me, again, this is an excellent card. For those of you who are looking maybe to change jobs or maybe to advance in the work that you're currently doing, looks like you're going to have an opportunity, or there's going to just be some good news that's going to help that process for you. We also have the Four of Wands. Now, that is the card of stability. So whatever it is that you're doing to make money right now, it looks like it's a pretty stable thing. It looks like it's something that's pretty secure, pretty solid. If you are trying to start a business, make sure that your foundation is strong, because this card talks about building something that's really strong foundation-wise, and also not going into anything that is too unstable, especially things related to finances. We also have the Judgment card. Now, this is the card of self-awareness, self-growth. In some aspects, it could be self-preservation. But usually when I see that Judgment card, it means that we've taken the time to look at ourselves and realize what we need to work on and what we need to change. So if you are looking to make more money, you're going to have to be different in some way, because the current you doesn't make $1 million a year or whatever your goals are. So that means there has to be some type of an internal shift, and it looks like you are on the path to making that happen, Aquarius. Next up, we have the King of Swords. Now, this is the card of elimination. This is a really good card to see in the upright position, because it talks about having no hesitancy as it relates to letting things go, especially things that are getting in the way of your financial goals. Now, we also have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a celebration card, which I'm not surprised to see. Wow. Which I'm not surprised to see, considering all these other lovely cards that you've got. That means you're going to have a gathering with friends, maybe a special night out, with a special someone. Either way, there's definitely a celebration headed your way. Wow. And you definitely will have a good time, with people, friends, family that you love. All right, what else do we need to know as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2023 for the sign of Aquarius? Wow. All right, Aquarius, just good news coming your way. So we have the Sun card. That's one of the most positive cards in the deck. The answer is yes. Celebrating success, winning, happiness, good things, to the highest degree. February is definitely going to be a powerful month for you. It's also your birthday month, so I think things are definitely coming into alignment for you, especially as it relates to your finances. So this is really good. Now, we do have a couple of cards here we need to pay attention to. This Two of Pentacles means pay attention to your budget. Pay attention to how you're spending, and pay attention to your savings, okay? These are very important. Again, you probably already know this, but I think this month is going to be an excellent time for you to really focus on those things. We also have the Page of Pentacles. That's good news coming your way as it relates to money. Again, I'm not surprised. You have the Sun card, you've got speed, You've got the Page of Wands here, Page of Pentacles. That's good news. Good financial news is definitely on the way for you. Now we do have this Ten of Swords. This is a card of betrayal. So pay attention to the people around you, because I do think that there is somebody who intentionally, not that they're trying to hurt you, but they're trying to kind of make themselves better, and they're doing it at your expense, okay? And I do think you probably know who this person is, Aquarius. They're definitely going to show themselves or reveal their intentions in that second week of February. Finally, we have the Page of Cups. Again, another good card. This is good news as it relates to your relationships. You've got 1, 2, 3 page cards here. Now, pages, that's information, that's news, that's an announcement coming your way. The Page of Cups also talks about an offer being made. Now, I do see this card sometimes when it's a marriage proposal, but because we're not focused on relationships, that doesn't necessarily mean it can't happen. But usually when we're talking about money, sometimes it's a job offer, or it's something related to your work or your finances in some way. So don't be surprised if a unique offer comes your way, especially as it relates, like I said, to your work or your money. Wow, and the cards just keep getting really, really good. We do have one repeater with that King of Swords. All right, what else do we need to know for the sign of Aquarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2023? All right, Aquarius, as we move into the second half of the month, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this is an investment card, so really take your time to study and learn investing. I think that's going to work in your favor this month. Remember, this month is a powerful month for you as it relates to money. Again, it's your birthday month, but also it just seems like things are really in alignment energetically as it relates to finances for you. We also have some success here with the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands means growth, advancement, progress, but this is also the card of cash flow. So I wouldn't be surprised if you actually get some cash handed to you in some way. We also have the King of Swords. Now remember, this is a repeater card. We saw him here. This is the card of elimination. When he shows up in the reverse, that means that you're not letting go of something that you know you need to let go of. Why? Maybe because you're feeling maybe insecure financially. That's what this Five of Pentacles represents, financial insecurity. Sometimes it's perceived, sometimes it's literal. So you have a really good solid month, but sometimes I know when things get really, really good, it makes us nervous. You know, we worry, we stress about it. We think, oh my God, is it going to happen? Is it going to come through? So pay attention to your feelings, okay? Because they could be coming into play here, especially in the second half of the month. We also have the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands is a card of pageantry and you being seen, you attracting a lot of attention. And again, we have the Knight of Swords. Now, that's another speed and timing card. The Knight of Swords means things happen quickly. Same like with this Eight of Wands that we talked about at the beginning of the reading. The Knight of Swords mean things happen very, very swiftly. The only thing about the Knight of Swords is that things show up fast, but then they disappear just as quickly. So usually the Knight of Swords means that you have to take action when the opportunity shows up, because it will not last long. Now, that's something to really keep in mind, especially for anything, any projects, any work related or financial things. You know, you don't want to waste time, you know, when it comes to your money and when it comes to your finances. All right, so what else do we need to know? Whoa. For the sign of Aquarius, as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2023. All right, so you've got some good things happening here towards the end of the month. The Chariot card, now that's a card, when I see it in the reverse, that means you're a little overwhelmed. So towards the end of February, you might be feeling a little overwhelmed because you've got so much going on as it relates to your money. Now, this could also be business. It could be projects that you're working on. It could be things as it relates to your career, your work. But the Chariot in the reverse means you have so many things going on at once. You have, something over here, something over there, then something new pops up, and you want to do it all, but obviously we can't. So you're going to have to be very discerning, and you're going to have to be very intentional with your time and your money, okay? So usually when I see this card in the reverse, I tell people to focus on the thing that's going to pay off the most, but with the least amount of effort or in the shortest amount of time. Again, you're going to have to make that judgment call for yourself. But, sometimes we want to do everything, but we need to focus on the things that are going to be the most profitable. All right, we have the Hangman. Now, the Hangman is a tricky card because this is a card that talks about stagnation, and sometimes it's a card that means that we're not necessarily moving forward, but that's not always a bad thing. It fell onto the Progress card here, the Ace of Wands, but the Hangman sometimes means that we need to take root with where we are and get that really solidified before we take that next step. So again, you're going to have to make this decision based on your own unique situation and what is working for you, what's not working for you. Again, it's going to be you really taking some assessment of where you are and where you want to go, and exactly strategically how you're going to get there. Now, as this relates to your money, again, we want to focus on things that are profitable. We want to focus on income producing activities. And I know sometimes that's easier said than done. Now we also have this Page of Wands. We also had him here. This is good news as it relates to your money. So when it shows up in the reverse, it means that sometimes there could be a timeline with this good news, and maybe it doesn't last long towards the end of the month, or maybe you need to make a decision by the end of the month and you don't. So when I see this in the reverse, that means when you get that good news, when you get that extra information, or you hear the announcement, take action on it quickly, because again, it's not going to last forever, especially things that are financial, money related, anything that would pertain to your financial well-being. Now we also have the Three of Swords in reverse. That's a great card to see in the reverse because it talks about healing from disappointment, hurt, betrayal. And remember, we talked about that here. So it looks like whatever that situation is does get resolved towards the end of the month. Looks like you are either forgiving or releasing, or maybe just accepting the situation for what it is. And realize that maybe you didn't necessarily do anything wrong, and maybe you're not the one at fault here, but it's one of those things that sometimes nobody is a winner. Even though you didn't do anything wrong, sometimes the situation just kind of works itself out to where everybody still is disappointed, or nobody really comes out ahead. So whatever the case may be, understand that towards the end of the month, that situation will be resolved, okay? You will either process it, accept it, and move forward. Finally, we got the King of Cups. That's a great card. Now, this is the card of emotional intelligence. It's also the card of sensitivity. So I do think that you're going to be emotionally grounded as it relates to your money and finances by the time we close out February. I also see that you will really just have a real good sense of who you are and what you're trying to do and your own capabilities, and you don't doubt yourself. You really kind of have the self-confidence, the motivation, and the ambition to really move forward, and to really keep going. Now, it's not going to be easy, but in some aspects, there's going to be things that aren't going to be hard either. They say when you're doing a business you love, it's not necessarily easy, but at the same time, it's not really hard. So you're going to have to find that balance and figure out what's going to work for you. But the King of Cups talks about success too. So you are going to have success. Now, you have so many positive cards here, Aquarius. Like I said, February is going to be a powerful month for you as it relates to your money, as it relates to your finances. You don't really have anything to worry about. Yes, you may have a few emotional hiccups, but for the most part, things are going to be going really, really well. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Goddess Guidance Oracle card. Like I said, I haven't used this deck in a while, and I feel like it was calling to me. All right, so you got, now I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Is it Era Cura? Blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. Beautiful. I think this really kind of wraps up your reading all in one card. All right, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, please drop them down below. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.